That's just kind of cool that we're a unified voice in 2020 across the world. Good morning. So it is a fresh, dark, dreary, rainy Seattle day. And last week was a little difficult for me just in this whole Black Lives Matter protest. It really hit close to home, both literally and figuratively. So I want to talk a little bit about that, but more specifically, I kind of want to talk about my fears and how I'm trying to maintain my optimism through this time. Hey, so we are back, and I ran home, or ran to the studio this morning to teach a lesson, and to my surprise, I walked out and the sun came out again. Ah, wonderful. So here's the thing. This vlog idea came about because I was talking to a student, and we started talking a little bit about how the world is fighting at the moment. We're fighting in a lot of ways. We're fighting for our rights, we're fighting for freedoms and equality overall. And if you kind of look around the world, like, you'll see this from different countries all over the place. That's just kind of cool that we're a unified voice in 2020 across the world. Some bigger than others, some have been longer than others, like the Hong Kong protests. And now the US has joined in. And we started thinking about how patriotism, or rather what patriotism means. And as I was mentioning to my partner Mark last night, it's a open-ended definition. It doesn't really define much. Patriotism means vigorous support or devotions to one's country. But support and devotion can obviously be interpreted in many ways. How do you support a country? What does that support look like? Because somebody who has a Make America Again sort of worldview might support this country in a different way than I would. Speaking of MAGA, when Trump got elected, there was a lot of talk among my circles about having a to-go bag and just getting out of Dodge. This was particularly prevalent among immigrant communities because, ICE was doing their thing and Trump was really trying to build that wall. At first, I'll be honest, I thought people telling me to pack a to-go bag were crazy. Like, seriously, I was like, what are you thinking? Like, we'll be fine. This is America. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. We're the best country in the world, right? Well, obviously not. I'm being sarcastic in some regard there. We have a lot of great going for us, but we also have a lot of not so great going for us. And as this presidency has started to ramp up, the issues have become, or have been put more in focus. First it was immigrants, and now it's people of color. And if you're a viewer of this channel, you're probably queer of some sort, and if not, welcome, hello. We're probably next. We've already experienced a lot of that already, but if Trump doesn't leave office in November, who's to say that queer people aren't targeted next? So after I had gotten the advice to pack some to-go bags, and I thought about it more, and I watched this country start to spiral, that idea was sort of my line of thinking for a little while, until I had that conversation with my student. And she mentioned something that, being a patriot is about believing that this country will be the best it can be. And the people that call themselves patriots, do they believe that this country is the best it can be? Or do they believe it could be better? Yeah, so I realized that like I didn't have enough cameras to just like, click and hit the record button and shoot. A while back ago, I said that I was trying to make the studio easier, and this is one step to make that happen. I still gotta get curtains in here though. They're just so damn expensive. Let's finish this thing up. Oh my God, isn't that better? So before we roll back into it, I just want to say I got merch. So it is Pride Month. It is June. Pride Month is a very, very important month for me, and I'm sure many of you as well. I did a video on Pride Month last year talking about the Compton cafeteria riots. If you want to see that video, it's up there. Pretty much it's like the trans Stonewall. So we got new merch for Pride Month. Hey yo, look at that, it's Pride Month, and you can see all that merch right here. Isn't that neat? Look at all of it, look at all of it. There's something for everybody. So for the next 3 days, you can get this merch for 15% off. After that, it's gonna go back to a full price, and everything that you purchase goes right back into this channel. So thank you for your support. So let's roll back into it. I believe that the people fighting right now, the people talking and creating or advocating for change are the true patriots. If we are so afraid of change, then we would still be stuck in the Stone Age. Change is what makes this country great. Change is how we become better, is how we become stronger. And the thing is that people who are afraid of that change are merely holding us back. Patriotism is supporting the country as the country sees fit. If our country is moving towards something new, something that we believe in strongly, we need to become part of that change. We can't hide behind a thin mask and say, go get them. We need to be out and talking about why this is important. Change does not happen overnight. So the more that we push and fight for equality, the faster it comes. I don't want to be living in a world where I am so afraid of my leaders that in the back of my mind, moving to Canada seems like a safer option. I've already reset my life once. I don't need to do it a second time. I don't want to do it a second time. I have to believe that this country will be better than it is today. And I think that's what makes me a patriot. So that is all I got for you today. Thank you so very much for being here today. Check out our merch. It is 15% off. And please subscribe, comment, like, click the little bell for notifications for videos from me. And please, please, please try your best to speak up and get out, because as I said, change is not going to come overnight. So the more that we come together as a unified voice, the stronger we will be together. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.